Dear students of 9A and 9B, Chapter 10, Topic Emergence of Composite Culture. First point Ajmer Sharif. Second point Khaja Mainuddin Chishti. Third point St. Francis SSC Church, Kochi. And fourth point concept of Sufism. Here, first point Ajmer Sharif. Ajmer Sharif is a very important holy place for the Muslims. Ajmer Sharif. It was, a place of pilgrimage for the Muslims, not only Muslims but all categories of people. People of different categories, they usually travel that holy spot, holy place, Ajmer Sharif. Why? Because of Khaja Mainuddin Chishti. Khaja Mainuddin Chishti introduced a concept, a religious concept, which helped the other people of other community, which helped the people of other communities or different communities to understand the basic concept of the newly introduced religious concept of Khaja Mainuddin Chishti. Now, this place, Ajmer Sharif, there is a Dargah. At Ajmer, there is a Dargah, and this Dargah is known as the Mausoleum of Khaja Mainuddin Chishti, built over the grave of Khaja Mainuddin Chishti, which is located in Ajmer, Rajasthan. Khaja Mainuddin Chishti introduced the religious concept and also communicated a message of peace and selfless, service. And even today, people, especially during years and his death anniversary, people all over the world come to, pray to him during their, and it is said that people who usually come to pray, they always take away their problems. They always take away their problems. And this person, Khaja Mainuddin Chishti, was a religious, reformer. He removed all kinds of distrust, all kinds of contradictions among different concepts, and introduced a system of religious tolerance. That's why his religious policy attracted people of different communities, and his reputation reached far and wide. And next one, and that's why he made this religious spot, religious place, a holy one. This one, Ajmer Sharif. And next point, Khaja Mainuddin Chishti. Who was Khaja Mainuddin Chishti? What did he do? Khaja Mainuddin Chishti came to India from Persia. He came to India and wished to get back, but he decided to stay there. He decided to stay. First, he lived in Lahore and Delhi for few time, and then he shifted to Ajmer. He shifted to Ajmer and made Ajmer a holy place by introducing his religious concept. The policy of religious tolerance attracted people of different communities and made Ajmer as a holy place. And religious tolerance is his policy of religious tolerance. And religious tolerance encouraged the concept of Bhakti movement throughout the country. Bhakti saints who started preaching the concept of religious tolerance. Their preachings and teachings was based on religious tolerance. So the Bhakti saints also are encouraged by the religious policy of Khaja Mainuddin Chishti. The gentle form of Islam, with its focus on music and dance, had a profound social effect, as many forms of music evolve out gatherings of Sufi devotees. They mixed freely with the Hindus and preached religious tolerance. And this religious tolerance was the need of the hour in medieval lands, medieval India. And during 12th century, during the 12th century, this form of Islam evolved in Persia and then gradually found in way to India around 12th century. So Khaja Moinuddin Chishti, introduced the concept of two sects. During medieval, not two sects, he introduced the concept of religious tolerance, where there was no difference. There was no difference between any sect. Everyone was treated equally because of his concept of religious tolerance. But during, medieval period, during medieval ages, Islam had two major sects. During medieval age, Islam had two major sects. What was it? These were the Shias and the Sunnis during medieval ages. And but the concept of Sufism, it was introduced among the Muslims in a better form. So this form of Islam evolved in Persia and then gradually found in India around the 12th century. So the doctrine of Sufism, encouraged. The doctrine of Sufism, encouraged the communities of different religions only because of its principles. According to the concept of Sufism, there is only one God, and all men are His children. And the best way to earn God's blessing is to work for the benefit of mankind. And everyone would be treated equally. Worship is a joyous occasion with music and singing, not a solemn occasion with serious prayers, according to the concept of Sufism. Sufism liberated minds bring about, according to Sufism, liberated minds bring about individual and social progress. And now St. Francis Assisi Church, Kochi. St. Francis Assisi Church, Kochi. This church was established by the Portuguese. It was established by the Portuguese at Kochi, but it also enhanced the spiritual development throughout the country during the age of composite culture. And this, it is said that the remains of Vasco da Gama also once housed at this place, Kochi, but later on these parts were removed to Lisbon, the capital of Lisbon means in Portugal. And today it is under the Archaeological Survey of India, St. Francis Assisi. It was actually established by the Portuguese, and it was actually a Roman Catholic Church. When the Portuguese established the church, it was under the Portuguese a Roman Catholic Church. But under British control, it became a church. It became a church of the church was taken over by the British and made it Anglican Church. But afterwards, it came under the control of the Archaeological Survey of India, ASI. Nowadays, it is controlled by, this church is looked after by ASI, the Archaeological Survey of India, and is a protected monument open to people from all over the world. And apart from this, another thing that is during the age of composite culture, religious concept of different communities and with their religious different communities with their religious reformers or leaders brought certain changes in the society because of their, you know, because of their acceptability. Whatever they introduced, it was accepted since there was no, petty-mindedness among them. There was no petty-mindedness among the religious reformers who were born from age to age. And the concept of Sufism, encouraged, the concept of Sufism encouraged the Muslims, removed disbelief, removed contrast between the Shias and the Sunnis. Why? Because it brought about a reconciliation between the two sects of the Muslims, the Shias and the Sunnis. And afterwards, it also had become a gentle form of Islam, with its focus on music and dance. It was declared that they would mix freely with the Hindus and would preach religious tolerance, which was the need of the hour in medieval age, in medieval India. So these doctrines of Sufism attracted millions of people of different communities of India, and as a result of it, the place Ajmer also had become a great center of pilgrimage, not only for the Muslims, for all group of people and of India. And the Sufis organized into 12 orders of silsilas. And afterwards, Ajmer, a Dargah grave which was constructed there in order to commemorate the image of the great religious reformer Khaja Moinuddin Chishti, and it is located in Ajmer, Rajasthan. Khaja Moinuddin Chishti, became popular. Why? He gained popularity. Why? Because of his message of peace and selfless service. Peace and selfless service. It is due to his effort. His death anniversary, during his death of anniversary, people usually come from different parts of the world to attend the program at Ajmer Sharif. So up to this, my dear students, and some points I would like to analyze, certain points, but today I have more class, so today is not possible. But once again, I would like to remind you, if you have any confusion, any problem regarding any point, you may contact me or you may ask me during my live class. If you are having any confusion regarding any point of understanding, you let me know. I shall help you as far as possible during the live class. Thank you.